Welcome to Short Points, and today we're talking about a matter of life and death. What is a matter of life and death? This is the question. The central topic we're going to be looking into is the law of God, the commandments of God, and more precisely, what is the purpose? What are the benefits of God's law?
The law, but from a bit different perspective. Life isn't safe. Everything around us dares us. Come on, what's going to happen to you if you try this or that? Why are you making such a big deal out of it? This affects us, especially in the young ages. And I'm worried as a parent. I ask myself, if there is one thing that I wish my kids can take seriously and put it deep in their heart to protect them, what could it be? And I think that this is what God wants to put in our hearts. His law, His most precious principles of life.
And it's not a question if in our life we're looking for the best instructions, the best law to go through as harmless as possible and as successful as possible as it could be. But the question though is, which law penetrates my heart and this way drives my dreams, my motives, excites my heart? After all, I would do the things that I love to do, and I would live as I like to live, and I would choose what I remember. And that's why Solomon wants us to treasure and obey the commands, tie them up on our fingers so that we would remember and write them deep in our hearts.
Everything around us is in the business to influence us. They don't have our best interest in mind. The goal is to make us act or think a certain way. An important issue that I see in the lesson as well is that we can start justifying our choices with even spiritual reasons. It's strong, but as the author says, even the love of God can be used to justify sin.
Many times I caught Nick, my daughter, and she's still too, standing in front of an unknown object, and she's puzzled, confused, and she would turn her eyes toward me and she would read into my face an approval or not if she should continue with her intentions. And I realized that I have become her guiding rule, her yes or no in the unknown. And I'm thinking, aren't we like children? Don't we have our unknown in our life? Hence, our need for trustworthy guidance in the face of a person like God, or probably in the words of some good instructions.
Big place in the chapters that we studied so far is dedicated to adultery. And it's an important physical issue, but it's a spiritual problem as well. When we compromise with our principles, and then we start circling around in attempts to justify our compromises. The illustration in Proverbs tells a lot. The one who goes after her is described as someone who has lost his personality and will. He's no longer thinking. He is an ox who goes to the slaughter. It's a matter of life and death.
We can lose our minds in so many ways, and we can lose our ways, period. It's inevitable, but Solomon brings out in the open again and again something that we tend to forget: the power that lies in the divine instruction, the power to protect, the power to lead and to advise. So regardless if we're tempted by another man's wife or any evil, love wisdom like your sister.
If you can have one thing that you wish that your kids or friends take seriously and put it deep in their hearts, what would it be?